Hey guys, what's good, what's happening, and what's going on? I'll tell you what's going on with me. We got some chores to do. Mainly, we gotta mow that freaking lawn. So we're gonna go out and power through that. And then I bought a lock for my truck for the bed, the tailgate there, the cap thing, the cap door, the cap glass, whatever. I bought a lock for it because when I bought it for $100 or whatever, it didn't come with the keys for the existing locks. Now I thought about calling Jim's Locksmithing. It's a place in town here. Shout out to Jim's Locksmithing, even though he's probably not watching the channel, but that's okay, I don't mind. And just having them, because they have a mobile locksmithing truck, have them come over and rekey the back end. So one key unlocks them both, but then I was like, do I really need them both to lock? So went over to Cambodian Tire last night to, because I saw they had some T-handle locks on there. And I found one that looks pretty damn close to the ones that are on there now. So chances are they've already been switched out with locking ones from the previous owner. Not the guy I bought it off of, but the guy he bought it off of. With these ones here, and he just forgot to include the keys. But you know damn well, when you buy one of these used caps off of somebody, they never include the damn keys. Happens every freaking time. So it is what it is. Not a big deal. Also, I got some stuff in the mail that I from the group Pissy Fun, the ones who gave me those lures for, or the jig heads for ice fishing 2 years ago that I've been using. Was successful the first year, not so much the second year in ice fishing, but that's okay. Ice fishing is kind of crap, but they sent me a lip gripper. So that's pretty sweet. I was thinking taking this string off and then I can hook my scale through it. And then instead of trying to run the hook on the scale through the gill of the bass and weighing it, I can just lip grip it and then let it hang and get my weight that way there. And then when I'm done, if I want to do a release, I can just pop it open and let them go and go from there. And also, to go with the lip gripper, a hook remover. So this is kind of sweet. You come in, you get it around the hook, like the hook would be like, it'd be in the fish, so it would probably be whatever. Get it in there and you pinch it and it grips it. And then you can work the hook. Way better than using the old multi-tool with the pliers. So that's pretty sweet of them to send me this kit. We're going to give that a go on Saturday. We also got something else to give a go on Saturday that a friend of mine named Nick from California sent me. And that'll be a following video to this one here. He sent me something that I've been wanting that you can't get in Canada, but you can get in the USA. And it's something I've literally been wanting, but couldn't find. The only place in Canada that had it as sold out for such a long freaking time that I don't think they're getting any more in stock. And even Amazon.ca didn't carry it. Amazon.com carried it. When I went to go and purchase it, they told me I wasn't permitted because I wasn't an American citizen and my shipping address was in Canada. So I was kind of bummed about that. I was all excited because it was cheap. And you know what? I just brought a container, my Bubba of water out here. I'm just going to sit that on the step. So we got to do some lawn mowing here because as you can tell, the yard's getting kind of tall. Front yard's getting kind of tall. But yeah, I bought a new thing for this. I think I locked my truck and I left my keys in the house. Let's go grab the keys because I got to get into the truck to grab it. So we're going to do that install tonight. I was thinking also trying to figure out a way to put the fishing rods in the back of the truck in a more organized fashion rather than just laying them all in the corner where they can get bumped and stuff by moving objects back there. So I've been coming up with ideas that haven't been working out to my favor because I kind of sort of want to organize that trunk. And by trunk, I mean the box of the truck. Where the hell's that bag? So yeah, $30 got me a new handle here, which looks pretty damn close to the handle that's already on there. So I think we'll be okay. But right now what I need to do is get my lawnmower out of the shed here, out of the garage. My neighbor texted me at lunch today and said there was a bird in here. She could hear a bird flapping around. But I don't hear any evidence of a bird in here. Like any evidence of a bird. So I don't know. Maybe it found its way out through under the door or something. But I'm going to leave the bay door open. If there is a bird in here, I'm sure it'll find its way out because that's kind of a big opening behind me. And we should be good. But right now, I'm just gonna grab this lawnmower, flipperoonie it. We're gonna jam a 6 amp hour in it, hit that backyard, hit that front yard, hit it till we quit it. Let's give her. Alrighty, lawn's done. You probably noticed me coming back, grabbing a battery. It died over there. Lawn was so thick, the friggin' mower was running in overdrive. Killed the 6 amp hour so fast. I feel like I missed a segment back there, but I didn't. Or I did. I don't really care. Oh man. Such a big lawn. I need another 6 amp hour battery. But this shit's growing back over here. I'm gonna have to wait till one of those 40 volts is charged back up and strap it onto the brush cutter and go and knock all that shit down again. Maybe get some borax, mix it in some water and give her the douse, just murder everything on that sidewall. That's gonna have to happen, but cleaned up all this area here, cleaned up all here, cleaned up all here, cleaned up around the fire pit. Haven't used that yet, but maybe this weekend or next weekend we can have a fire. But right now what I want to do is I want to tackle this project. Which project? This project. Because you know, one thing that's very annoying is not being able to lock this here up. Now you are a Phillips head? Phillips head, yes. And you're a flathead. Why do they use two different screw types? Can somebody tell me? All right, so I've never done anything like this before. So I think I'm gonna start with removing the latch that hasn't never been removed. You know what? New plan, Ryobi, that I left in the house. Into the house we go. Look at the sun like right in my eye, it's awesome. Probably need that again. Actually, though, that kit should come with all the mounting hardware. Okay, I should have taken this off first. Good to know. That there is literally rusted on there. Let's put that flathead bit on that we just had and see if we can impact it off. You don't fit in here, do you? Yep. Sweet. That there is not coming off. I almost need a puller for it. Like a tiny little puller just to kind of crank it off. It wouldn't be so bad if I didn't have the sun in my eye. There's no way I can get a hammer in there and hammer it out. Or can I? I have a little mini pry bar, do I? She's old, she's rotten, she's freaking gross. Do I have any rust penetrating fluid? Actually, do I have any of that PB Blaster? Nice. It's peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time. I don't know how the hell that's supposed to come off, but I probably should have done that first. Because that is one with the unit. I don't know how the frig. That's not a bolt on the end, is it? That is a bolt on the end. You won't fit in there, will you? Definitely not. Can I get this thing around it? Nope. I'm gonna have to research how to take that pin off. She is on there, boys. Let me take a look at the new one and see how they fabricated this. Really, the locking mechanism's plastic? Yeah, that's awesome. 0 instructions, eh? For passenger side. Oh, okay, whoops. So let's just put this back together. This is for the passenger side, not for the driver's side. So I screwed that up. Good thing I didn't horse this out. The other side doesn't look much better, so whatever. Alright, I was trying to figure out why it wouldn't do what I wanted it to do. That was open upright, and then I read the packaging and it's for the passenger side. I thought these damn things were like omnidirectional or some shit. Alright, that works. Alright, I guess I'm turning you guys around to face over. Oh, you guys are about to die. Oh, I'm sorry. Alright, so off camera I took this one off. I attached the the new one that I bought and realized it doesn't fit. The holes line up, but it's not meant for that tailgate. That, and I don't know how well a plastic locking mechanism would really hold up, to be honest. But then again, with only one locking mechanism, would it really do much? Probably not. So I'm gonna bring this back to Canadian Tire. What time is it? 6:30. So I'll probably bring this back tonight, and I might, I'm just gonna get a refund because they had nothing else there. They only had these chrome handles, and they're pretty much the same type setup. So you hear that squeaking, right? That's this tree. I need to get my chainsaw, come in here, delimb as much of it as possible, and then get my pole saw and do the same up top. And then Dad's gonna come over some weekend and we're gonna take her down because that thing has got to go. Man, I got so many fishing poles back here right now. I got a telescopic spinning rod, a bait caster just sitting there. I got the SLX. I got the Pissy Fun. I got Deb's rod, Serenity's rod. Way over there is the Zebco 33 on a friggin' spinning setup. And somewhere underneath there is my Quantum Metrics, which I brought to my buddy's house last time we went fishing, so I could have some sort of a medium light setup to, you know, rip some lips in case I wanted to use a medium light setup. Yep, tons of rods. Tons of rods. Well, anyway, this thing's back to where it came from. Nothing's been changed because I can't change out the lock. I thought about calling the Jim's locksmith to see if he can actually do those. I honestly don't know how the hell to take the tumbler out of them to begin with, and they're pretty crunchy and crusty, so I might have to go on Amazon and see if they have any direct replacements for whatever the hell kind of leer cap this is, and go from there. That's probably going to be what I'm going to have to do. I found a flower on the back of my license plate. Neat. So I think I mentioned a while ago, this thing's on, right? Yeah. I think I mentioned a while ago that I contacted Ford Canada about getting a backup camera for my truck because I've been wanting one for a while, and I can't film back here. Those kids are loud, but whatever. I've wanted one for a while, and I wanted to get a price quote to get the hardware. Like, I have the installation hardware for the stereo to use that view screen, so the moment you put it in reverse, it stops showing what's playing on the radio and it starts showing you the reverse camera. And then when you put her in drive, it turns off the backup camera because you shouldn't be using it when you're driving because you kind of don't need it, right? You're not always driving in reverse. I'm gonna go in the house where it's more quiet and those kids aren't playing in their swimming pool because it's kind of annoying. Oh yeah, I also fixed my door. You probably never knew this, but these bolts up here holding that hinge in backed out. So now I can just close it and I don't have to like force it and jam it and kick it and punch it. It actually, you know, does door things now. So that's pretty dope. So yeah, contacted Ford about a backup camera because really wanted one. Figured let's see how much they're going to charge me for one. They got back to me and said unfortunately they don't have the parts. However, seeing how my truck is paid off, if I'm really interested in a backup camera, why don't I come in and look at a vehicle with a backup camera? Like, are you freaking serious? Okay, so there's aftermarket options. So I basically bought the one that my coworker bought, and that should be here shortly. We're probably going to do that install. It's a wireless camera. Got real high reviews. My buddy actually bought, my coworker, sorry, bought, you can do two cameras, one in the front, one in the back, and it'll display a 360 view of the car. Don't know how the hell that works. I know my buddy Clifford on his car, when he puts it in reverse, it shows him the reversing camera, but then it shows him like a drone footage. And I'm like, did this thing just launch a drone that's following the car? Because it literally shows you everything around the car as you're backing out. So it's pretty much like Grand Theft Auto 1. You get this like topographical aerial view of your friggin' vehicle. It's pretty dope. But somehow with the two cameras, it does that. And I don't know. So it's just one of those things. One of those things. But I don't know. I just bought the one with the rear view camera just because it makes it easier. Because with that cap on there, it's kind of a chore backing out of the driveway sometimes. No, well, not really, but it's definitely a chore backing into spaces because before it was kind of a pain in the ass with the way how the truck kind of sits on an angle. But now it's like a pain in the ass because I'm looking through a window, through a tinted window. And in the winter, it's going to be a real pain in the ass because there's no heat in the box of the truck to defrost those windows. So I'm not quite sure how that's going to play out, but I'll probably be doing a lot of backing into my driveway in the winter. There's going to be a lot of that, I'm pretty certain. So like I mentioned this weekend, going fishing at my buddy Jean's house. We're going to take the boat out, go for a rip, go for a rip and rip some lips. That's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to be bringing that lucky tackle box that I showed you guys in the bike video. That's pretty dope. That box is pretty awesome. Like literally, they send you a bunch of baits and they send you shit that work with the baits. Unlike mystery tackle box where they just send you a bunch of bullshit and you're left clueless to figure out what to do with it. They actually explain what each piece is and how to use it with the existing, like with the stuff they send you, like the drop shot hooks and the flutter spoons and like all sorts of different fun, neat technology and fishing stuff. So I'm looking forward to that because I haven't fished all week and I'd like to get out there and just destroy some bass. Maybe a pike, I don't know. We'll see what he eats. And then we'll feed him. So I'm thinking, guys, that's probably going to be it for today. I know this is probably not as long as my normal videos, but it is what it is. I figured I was going to show you the installation of the lock. And yeah, as for those pieces that wouldn't come off, yeah, they were so rotten on there. I hit them with the PB, the one that I took off, I hit it with the PB blaster. It didn't come off. So then I went in the garage and got my torch that I use for lighting my fires. And I hit it with some heat. And then I tapped it with my multi-tool and a bunch of shit fell off of it, like rust. Hit it with some more PB blaster and that piece fell right off. Like no problem. So it was just caked on there with filth and rust. That was the problem. And it's resolved now. So life is good. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Like I said, probably not long, but I might start doing a little bit more of these shorter videos every once in a while. Instead of doing like a long bomb or 30-minute, maybe drop a couple 10s here and there. I think that might be a little bit more acceptable. We'll see what we do and do what we see. I know the fishing video is probably going to be a lot longer because I got plans, I got ideas, and I got things. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, click that like button. Any questions, comments, concerns, down below they go. And until next time, guys, live it to win it and peace the frig out. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.